KLEK 102.5 FM, here with Ryan Anderson. And also in the studio, we have Leganzi Kell. And he's going to tell you a story how KLEK started and came all about right here on KLEK 102.5 FM.
Well, good morning to each and every one of you out there listening. And thank you, Ryan, for having me do this interview with you. Basically, the story of KLEK actually goes back to 2010. There were some events that were going on in Washington, D.C. that would lead to the opportunity to what would become KLEK. In 2010, local advocacy groups such as REC Networks, Common Core, and the Prometheus radio project pressured President Obama and Congress about the situation with radio today. As some of you may know, lots of the radio stations in the country today are owned by a small number of media conglomerates, and there is not much local voices as there used to be on the radio. So they wanted to do something about it. So they did, and because of their efforts, Congress passed and President Obama signed the Local Community Radio Act of 2010. And what this act did was authorize the Federal Communications Commission to authorize low-power FM stations. And for these low-power FM stations, minority groups and Native American tribes were especially encouraged to apply. So myself, being an Arkansas State University radio TV graduate and keeping a pulse of what's going on in the area, I learned of this opportunity and realizing that Jonesboro did not have a station that was catering to the minority population. I formed a nonprofit organization, the Voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council, and we applied for a construction permit for a low-power FM station. We received the permit and we began fundraising, and we eventually met our fundraising goal, and we were able to get KLEK on the air. So now that we're on the air, we now are able to serve the community.
So what does KLEK stand for?
Well, as everyone knows that's in radio TV, all stations that are west of the Mississippi River, call letters begin with K, and all stations east of the Mississippi River begin with W. So because we are west of the Mississippi River, the first call letter is K, and the LEK is after my deceased mother, Lovey Edmund Kell, who was a big influence in my life. So the station is honored and dedicated in her memory. So
can you give us the type of genre and type of music that KLEK presents to the Jonesboro community?
We have a variety of music that caters to the minority population. Our primary format is urban adult contemporary, which is better known as R&B and old school. We also have a plethora of gospel that we play on Sundays, which Ryan is the host of our Sunday Victory Praise Gospel. And we also have our hourly praise breaks through the week, which are sponsored by two of our local churches. We also do blues on Saturday. We call it the Saturday morning tailgate, and we feature jazz on Sunday night. So it's a wide variety of programming that, although it is catered to the minority population, it also attracts a wide variety of listeners who would enjoy music of those formats.
So where did the I know you said the Saturday morning tailgate, where did that come from?
Well, I'm originally from a town called Helena, West Helena, Arkansas, and there's a radio station down there, KCLT, and I grew up listening to that station, and they do blues on Saturdays, and the name of their blues show is the Saturday Morning Fish Fry. Well, I didn't want to just completely steal their name, but I wanted to kind of capture some of the same flavor. So, Arkansas State is home of the Red Wolves. This is a football town. Football is big here, and what happens when you have football games? You have tailgating. And use of football games on Saturday, so let's call it the Saturday morning tailgate and kind of bring in a bit of the football aspect to it. So it's kind of like a mixture of blues and football, you could say.
Okay, I know earlier you had said something about the Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council and what they do. So who's all the members of that council right there?
Okay, well, our board of directors currently is myself, Dr. Wilbert Games, which is our vice chair, Reverend Greg Ota, which is our chairman, Mr. Ricky Jackson, Mr. Lyle Lattimore, and Mrs. Norma Farrell.
Okay, I know earlier also you explained to everybody about the low power and things like that. So can you describe just tell the audience in general what's the difference between a non-commercial and a commercial, station?
Okay, like you said earlier, KLEK is classified as a non-commercial educational station, low-power FM. I'll first start with the difference between commercial and non-commercial. Being a non-commercial station, we don't actually sell commercial advertising. Basically, our underwriters and sponsors, they support the station with their donations. We are now a 501c3 recognized nonprofit organization. In exchange for their donation or sponsorship, we acknowledge them on the air. We acknowledge them by their name, address, phone number, products and services that they offer, length of time in business. If they have a website or social media page, we can identify that as well. If they have a long established slogan, we can do that as well, as long as that slogan is not overly promotional. Things that we are not allowed to do on the air are calls to action. We can't tell someone to stop by, visit, or patronize an underwriter. We can't give information on pricing. We can't give comparative statements. We can't say that this sponsor is better than that sponsor. We can't do qualitative language, things like that. So those are the main differences between a commercial and non-commercial station.
But you can say anything on like social media pages like our Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter pages.
The FCC just as far as the non-commercial stations only regulates the airwaves. Basically, they don't regulate your website or social media pages or anything like that.
With that being said, do you think is it more that we can do out there in the community to help the community be more involved?
Well, I think any organization that seeks to help the community can do more. It just, you have to roll up your sleeves and get out there and do it. And you also have to ask the community, what would you like to see? And of course, we welcome all feedback. You can call us up at our business number 870-203-9951, or you can visit our website klekfm.org. We do have a contact page. Whenever you fill the information out, it goes straight to the station email. I do read it, and typically I respond pretty quickly. In fact, we had a lady send a comment this morning and I wrote her right back. So we do welcome feedback and we do respond to feedback.
Is KLEK involved in any other community activities outside of the station, not just being on air, but outside of the station, going out to the community, addressing things, or, being out there to say that KLEK is here to support the community?
Well, absolutely. We're involved in several things. One is the North Jonesboro Neighborhood Initiative, in which Ryan and myself both volunteer with. That is an organization of the city of Jonesboro that is seeking to improve the quality of life of North Jonesboro. And we've done several events with them, such as health fairs and seminars. And currently, one thing that they got going on that another one of our personalities, BT Groove, is doing is the Healthy Living Challenge. And that challenge is helping people to eat right and to lose weight, get fit and healthy. We also work with the Black Professionals Network, which is an organization that seeks to bring together minority professionals and business owners for networking opportunities and to lift each other up. We have recently signed up with the Adopt a Highway program. We'll soon be getting ready to do our first highway cleanup within the next 30 to 60 days, and we are exploring other opportunities for community service as well. One thing that we do, I know you had mentioned off air, but the biggest things that we do on air is we bring awareness to the community service events of others, because even though we can only do so many things ourselves and also run the station at the same time, but we provide that platform for others. And we have like churches and organizations that do things such as food pantries, clothing giveaways, computer tutoring classes, scholarships. So I'm very happy that we have a platform. We have a way to let the community know that there are organizations besides us that are doing things for the community, so we can shine a light on them, and so that people can utilize the resources that are available, and these other organizations that want to help the community have a way to let people know that, hey, we're here and we're here to help you as well. So it's kind of a win-win for everybody.
Okay, we about to wrap this up, but tell us what the motto of KLEK is.
Well, the motto of KLEK is educating, entertaining, and empowering the community. As part of getting our license, we do have to serve an educational purpose, and we do that by several of our programming. We focus on health with Black Health Now. We have finance with Money Matters. We have lots of inspirational programming. We have the KLEK Learn Spanish Minute with myself and Angie Abunza of the North Jonesboro Neighborhood Initiative. Of course, the entertaining part, well, that's what the music's for. We give you the good music to bob your head. And the empowering community is with the inspirational. We have lots of inspirational, both religious and non-religious. We have the inspirational minutes by local pastors. And we also have things such as your daily dose. So whether you are a person of faith or if you're not a person of faith, we still have lots of inspirational programming that can empower and motivate you.
Well, you just heard that from KLEK right here on 102.5 FM.
Have a good day, y'all.